Being and becoming, they're two distinctly different things, and I think I heard this from Eckhart Tolle. The state of becoming, I want to become this, I want to gain this, I want to earn this, I want to be better, I want to be different than what I am now. This is the state of becoming. The state of becoming is always uncomfortable, incomplete, restless, unsatisfied. Because what you are now is not what you want to be. That's becoming. And then there's being, which is my favorite. Being is the sensation of freedom. Freedom from all the mental baggage, all the mental judgments, all the non-acceptance. Freedom. Peace. The sky opens up. I can see farther almost. I can see more. Everything is crisp and beautiful. The foreground, background, and midground perspective is expanded. I can smell more. I can hear more. I can feel more. I'm more present. All the amazingness of the present moment arises when I'm fully here. This is the art of beingness. The art of being is the practice of finding love, finding peace, finding that most amazing feeling now, with no accomplishments necessary. Because that's not the state of being. The state of being is you already are that amazingness that you search for. You already are that. That's being. Becoming is, nope, you're not that. Becoming is you need to become something better in order to be acceptable, in order to be good enough, in order to feel peace. You have to do something in order to get that acceptance. You have to do something in particular in order to get that self-love, because that self-love is necessary in order to feel that peace. Because love is actually peace. And so I talk a lot about being is better than becoming, but you know what? I'm going to break it down a little bit. I just had a really bad time becoming. So I had a really tortured time, depressed time, anxious time of becoming something, becoming a great artist. This was horribly painful. It was not fun. I had to become something in order to feel the freedom, in order to free myself of the tortured life of an artist. I had to make this amazing art piece. I had to become successful. The whole time I was withholding beingness until I achieved that big goal. Then I would allow myself to be, to feel the peace of being. So that's why I have a skewed perspective. That's why I'm biased. I'm biased for being. To me, that is the best. But you know what? Becoming, being, one isn't necessarily better than the other. And maybe maybe they have different stages in life. Like becoming is a great thing for for young adults. Always trying to become something, always trying to accomplish something. So maybe the young adult is the state of becoming. But as we get older and we realize that we're losing our capabilities and we can no longer continue becoming something because we just don't have maybe our bodies are falling apart. Maybe we've lost our eyesight, maybe we've lost finances, maybe we've lost material items that were necessary in order to become what we wanted to become. And so the art of being, the practice of being, allows us to feel good, to feel our natural lovingness, even though we're losing things, one thing after another. Even people we love, we're losing. And so the practice of being is the practice of preparing yourself for old age, preparing yourself for death, because we're not going to be able to do things as much, right? A lot of people, doing is their meditation, maybe getting stuff done on the to-do list. This gives them that sense of peace, that sense of love, that self-acceptance. Ooh, I finished everything. I accept myself. Self, you're allowed to feel peace now. You're allowed to feel being. Self, you can be now because I accomplished the thing I wanted to accomplish, so you can just be now, and so we can experience absolute lovingness, which is what we're doing everything for. But remember, it's just your natural state. So for some people, though, I don't know if you've ever heard this, in meditating, if we're getting good at meditating and we're getting good at doing nothing,
We must remember to not stop the doer, because part of life is doing things. Life gets painful and a struggle when we believe that all of life is about doing things and becoming things. So you actually have a problem if you are too much of one of the halves of existence. So remember, one half is being and the other half is becoming. So if you are becoming too much, we already know that's not a fun state to be if you're always not content with what you are. So we can see that has a downside. There's also an upside to becoming. All the amazing things that you can accomplish. There's awesome stuff to do in this world. So it's not necessarily bad to be doing things or to be going outward. But there's the other side, is coming inward and beingness and meditation and all this stuff. Even that has its negative side. If I just sit and meditate all day long, then I'm not eating, I'm not drinking water, I'm maybe not protecting myself from the elements, and so maybe I could die from this. Maybe I could be, unsafe from this. So even that maybe has its downside. All right, you guys, hope that helped you out. We talked about being and becoming. Neither one is better than the other. They're both two sides of the same life. We need a balance of both. And we can tell when we don't have a balance because life doesn't feel very good. So this is our very, very straightforward, cut and dry way to determine if you do not have a balance with being and becoming, is if you're not happy. So this is the sign. In our society today, it's probably beingness that's being neglected. We are so active in our society. We are doing everything. There's so many things to do. It is so hard to say no to all the freaking things we could do. So chances are, the balance issue you're dealing with is that you don't have enough of beingness. Let's just be right now. I'm just going to sit here and enjoy doing nothing, being good enough now. It doesn't require me to do anything. Just absolute rejuvenation and peace.